I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
How y'all doing, baby? It is Sunday, baby. It's time for another Blue Dot Family Meeting. I'm glad y'all are here. First one to jump in was Michael James. Hola, mi amigo. How you doing, buddy? And Stephanie Dean. And Jay is there. How about that? The lovebirds are together. That's cool. I'm glad to hear that. Dwayne Twizzle is with us, as is Richard Phillips. Let me see. Sherry Puckett is here. Thank you, darling, for being here. Robin Lyons, thank you. The remixtress is with us, as is Charles Stokel, all the way from Bensalem, Pennsylvania. Gene Shanky is here. Doug Schuff. Let me see. Susan Jarrett, thank you for being here. Miss Linda, how you doing, Mary Ellen? Tracy Tobias, I hear she's right outside Corpus now. She's almost here. That's what I heard. Just heard it through the grapevine. I'm just saying. Anyway, Martha Smart is here, and so is Karen Van Wyck. How are you doing, darling? Our own Bernadette Pree is with us. Randy Curvin, Rantin' Randy, thank you for being here. My brother out in California, Greg Talbert, thank you for being here, brother. We appreciate you being here. Seraphin Coley, thank you. BW. Teresa Diggum here. Tony Fisher. Jane Hansen is here. Woo, we got a room full. Amanda Elliott. Debbie Marie. There's my buddy Keith Thompson up in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Linus Linda Collins is here. Colleen Collins. Let me see. There was one here I wanted. That Flower Girl is here. So is Mark Perkins, Jan Beats, Andrew Matheson, Linda Taylor Gallup, Randy Peterson. Woo pig, buddy. I just know I got to get there. It is. Greetings from Raul and Janie Sanchez. Greetings from Corpus Christi peeps. That's my buddy Bear. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Living the life out on the island is what he's doing. I love it. I love it, baby. Anyway, Dorothy Tyndall, thank you for being here. And let me see, I got to hit that. Gary Springs here all the way from Canada. Renee Price, thank you for being here. Anyway, it's Sunday, baby. It's time for another Blue Dot Family Meeting. And Lord have mercy. Today we gotta take pause. There are a whole lot of people getting hurt right now. Hurricane Ida entered into Louisiana down around Port Fourchon. 150 mile an hour wind, strong Category 4, gusting up past Category 5 wind speeds. There's going to be a lot of devastation down there. We have a lot of blue dots along that area, so they are definitely in our thoughts. Please reach out as soon as you can mark yourself safe. Please do so on Facebook or anywhere else that you can do that. There's going to be a whole lot of us worried about y'all. This is going to be bad, but I understand that there's plenty of assets that have been stationed around that are waiting for the ability to go in and conduct rescue or other operations as needed after a terrible storm like this. But it's gonna batter Louisiana for a while. It's gonna move right up on into Tennessee all the way up in there. So yeah, we need to keep them in our hearts. But anyway, today I had a pretty good day as far as talking to people today. I talked to Randy Peterson up in Arkansas today. He's getting ready to make a move to Montana, baby. And so I got to talk to him for a little while. Oh, shit. I'm glad I wrote that down. It was Lone Wolf's birthday on Friday. And so I'll do this myself. To Lone Wolf, because I was supposed to sing it on Friday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lone. Happy birthday to you. Yo, fart. Get older now. Get older. That's the main objective there. Lone Wolf, I hope you had a wonderful birthday. But I also got to talk briefly, just briefly, because she was at work, and I hope I get a call from her later, was that Tracy Porter, who I met on Robin Kincaid's show. A very articulate, very knowledgeable individual out there that I enjoy listening to and talking with on Robin's show, and she's going to come by on the show sometime and visit with us over here. We've had a lot of cross-pollination between the Horn family and the Blue Dot family, and we encourage that. Pass it around, baby. Share that shit. Anyway, it was a sad day in the country because 13 of our soldiers and settlers came home today at Dover. Joe Biden and Jill Biden went there to meet them. It's what they call a dignified transfer. It's a very solemn occasion when the bodies of those we've lost come home. And there they will be accompanied right to their final resting spot. They will not be left alone until they are interned. So it's not a joyous occasion today. People are suffering, and we're accepting home the lost. They were faithful to their duty right to the end. But because of them and others, we have got close to 120,000 people out of Kabul. And today, an airstrike on a vehicle that they suspected to be a car bomb was carried out before it could get to its destination. So things are still going terribly bad, but we're doing a hell of a damn good job of getting the people out. And I, for one, can't wait till we're out and gone. And but it won't end there. There will be operations continuing on for a while, I'm sure, to get people out. But anyway, it's a sad day in America, but we've been through worse. We're going to be through worse to come. One of the people. We'll get into that later. I talked to Buddy Davis today, but we'll get into what I talked to Buddy about after a while. I had an opportunity to talk to Buddy today. He proudly let me know that he is going to be in Facebook jail for another 30 days. Way to go. Way to go, Buddy Davis. He tends to find himself in Facebook jail quite often because he speaks his mind, and I'm proud of him, and he is my brother. And I love him dearly. Anyway, let me see. Sparky Dunk, are you in the room?
Yeah, I'm here, John.
How you doing, Spark?
Oh, going through another hot, smoky day.
Oh, man. How far is it away from you now?
Oh, I haven't checked lately. All I know is you can't see the
You
mountains.
can't see the mountains anymore? Ain't that sad? That's pitiful.
Anyway.
Go ahead.
Did you hear COVID got another one?
Oh, no.
It's up to 3.
It's up to what? Spark, are you there?
Killed 3 conservative talk show hosts.
3 now?
Yeah.
Well, boy,
Mark Brenner, 65, who was a big anti-vax person.
Really?
He died. Maybe he'll get some more before it's done.
Maybe he'll strike all right-wing radio, and we'll be done with it.
He did.
Yeah. Who was that? Is that Christopher?
Yes, John.
How are you doing, Chris?
How you doing, Sparky? Hey, John. How you doing, everybody? How you doing, Blue Dot family?
We're doing fine. How about you?
I'm doing wonderful. It's a gorgeous day here in Portland. Of course, no freaking rain. You know, can you bottle up some of that rain from the hurricane and ship it on over to the West Coast?
Don't you wish we could just get a big funnel out there where the pipeline goes straight out there with this shit? I swear, because they're going to get deluged, my friend. They are going to get sunk down there, and it's going to be rough.
You're gonna be okay.
Huh?
You're gonna be okay.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's a long way from us. Long way. I had to watch it until I knew where she was going, but yeah, we kept an eye on it. But nobody wants it to go anywhere, but nobody wants it to come to them. And so that's how come my heart goes out to so many people down in the Louisiana Gulf Coast, including I have family down there. And,
yeah, those poor Weeblos, man. Those poor Weeblos. They can never catch a break.
No, I'm telling you, they get hit with stone. It's like Florida. It's like they're a magnet, for it. And so, as long as the levees hold, which I understand there's some question about that. Anyway, we'll get into that. Let's get everybody in the room here. Let me see. T.W. Travis, are you with us?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How's Mark doing?
Actually, he's watching the pet channel right now.
Ah, smart dog. Watching the pet channel. There you go. Smart dog. Well, I'm glad you're here, brother. And let me see who else we got in here. We got Mitch and Julie.
Hey, John, what's cooking, man?
Oh, hi, Julie. How you doing, darling? You too, Mitch. All right. He's going to punch me when he finally. Anyway, Mitch,
right.
How are you doing, my friend?
Pretty good. Zach and I went to see the Grateful Dead last night in Hershey, Pennsylvania. We had a grand old time.
Really?
Oh, my. You could almost say we had too much fun.
Oh, is there such a thing?
Hell yeah. There it is.
I haven't discovered it yet, but I'm in continual search of it.
But it was great. It was nice. It was a little humid, but it was a really beautiful evening, and they just played, and they went into some crazy stuff. They were playing some Miles Davis, and it was just
outstanding.
It was just an outstanding show.
Just you and Zach?
Very fortunate.
Julie didn't go?
Yeah. Julie who?
Julie. All right, get a stick and whack him.
We have 4 tickets, and I probably could have talked her into going, but just didn't work out.
I'm with Stephanie Dean here. She just said I'm jealous, Mitch. Damn.
Yeah.
Well, outstanding. Well, brother, I'm glad you're here. And
glad to be here, John.
Let's bring in Bernadette. Bernadette.
Hi, John.
Hi, Bernadette. How you doing, baby?
I'm searching for some fresh air. Got some?
No. Yeah, I got plenty down here right now.
We will take some of that rain. We will take some of that rain.
I bet you will. Guess who I talked to today?
I did. I don't know.
Tracy Porter.
Oh, my girl Tracy. If
yes.
you're listening, you Moni. Moni,
yeah,
have some fun.
She wanted. Okay. She wanted to know if she could come on the show. Well, of course you can come on the show. Just come in.
Come on the show.
Yeah, but I gave her a phone call.
You're gonna call me. I'll hook you up. Okay.
Really. I was so impressed with her when I first. Now, for those that you don't know, Tracy is a delightful person out of Los Angeles. She drives a cab for a living, so she is. And right there, you drive a cab in L.A. You got more guts than I got. I'll tell you what.
And she go all over L.A.
All over L.A. Yeah. Yep. And I love listening to her and her perspective. But Bernadette, you know how I describe her? Like to my wife?
I don't.
I say Tracy is that's Robin's Bernadette.
Yeah. You can say that.
You can say that. Well, I'm glad
you can say that she is Robin's Bernadette.
She is indeed Robin's Bernadette. How is Dominic?
Dominic is fine. He wanted me to tell you that we think Marcia had been sitting a clutch. That's why she kind of disappeared. But she's back.
She's back? So John and Marcia are back together again. I knew it was a romance.
John and Marcia are back together again.
Marcia will be tickled to death. For those that you don't know, that's a couple of birds. They've been hanging around Bernadette's house, and Dominic named them John and Marcia. And John,
yes, he did. They are the birdivos.
The birdivos. The birdivos.
Collared doves.
That's
and
us.
He calls them, and he feeds them, and he cares very much about these birds. And when Marcia went missing, it made him a little depressed. But since then, we've seen her. She was gone for a couple of weeks, so we think she's sitting a clutch. And she got some babies out there. So
Look at that.
Right on, John.
Maybe going to have a Travis and a Tyler.
That's what I said. If we see any, there'll be Travis and Tyler.
There you go. The whole Bertiveau family will be out there. Well, darling, I'm glad you're here.
So we wanted to let you know that she's back.
Good. And Marsha will be tickled to death. Let me get this in before we start. Karen Van Wyk donated $5 to Super Chat and said, I was afraid Ida was going to pick you up and slam you into a better neighborhood, a red free zone preferred. Lord have mercy. Oh, I still got my sign up here. Oh, well, it fell down. Well, let's put it back up there again. Sorry, Commander. Just for a minute. Yes, my neighbor's a jackass. Anyway. Let me see. What did I have? I had something here I was going to talk about. No. Shit, no. That's not my notes. Oh, crap. Squirrel. I got down everybody's name I talked to today. Ida in the Gulf Coast. Biden in Dover. ISIS. Car bomb. That's it. That's all I got. Okay, well, thanks for tuning in tonight. We appreciate you coming. Ain't that some shit? Did you see Donnie talking on what's it, Fox News yesterday? Again, pissing me off. He went, well, of course he goes on Fox. That's what he does.
I was listening to some interview that he did, and he was just rambling on and on. And finally my head popped, and I said, I can't do this anymore.
Just to demonstrate that, because I have it right here in front of me, part of what he said. Now, he was talking to Abdul Ghani Baradar.
Yeah.
That's the Taliban leader. The guy that was in prison before Donnie let him and 5,000 other Taliban and ISIS fighters out of prison, as part of the art of the deal that he made. So he was discussing on it, and this is a direct quote. I spoke to sort of the known head, but nobody was sure. But now I'm sure, and I was sure then when I was speaking to him. And I knew as soon as I spoke to him, and even the introduction, I say, hello, and he screamed something very tough. That sounds like Donnie. I was speaking to, sort of the known head, but nobody was for sure. But now I'm sure, and I was sure then too. No, you weren't, you dumbass. It says it in the language. Yes, dear.
I heard that. I heard that in that portion of the show that he did. He was speaking to Howard Hewitt. I think that's who it was.
Yes.
And my head was like literally trying to come off my neck when he was just talking. But I would tell you, you read that way too fast.
Yeah, I did.
Because he was a lot slower than that, and it drug on like a dog dragging his ass with worms.
Yeah. I've got the rest of what he had said here, but no, I'm not going to put us through all that. He screamed something bad to him. I'm sure it was real tough. Are you shitting me?
Bernadette, he'll be doing a lot of that when he goes to prison.
Lord.
Okay. I hope it's on concrete.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like everybody else. It's what I want to see. Do I think I'm going to see it? I don't, not the way this slime ball seems to have gotten away with everybody, and I don't everything he's ever done, and I don't want to give him credit. He needs to face accountability for what he's done.
Yes.
To this nation, because it is just really, it has really fucked us up beyond all recognition. FUBAR, baby. We're not the country we used to be.
FUBAR'd us all right.
Yeah, he did.
Between him and Lindsey Graham coming out this morning about, I want to impeach.
Lindsey Graham came out? What?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Not today. I forgot my check. Could you
Let
go
me
out
tell you
to
something, though.
get my check?
It's not all about. Sorry, John.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was talking to Travis.
It's not all about Trump, because Trump is just the natural playing out. He's the symptom of the problem that started in this country in 1980 when that motherfucker Ronald Reagan came into office and started, the fairness doctrine, the deregulation.
No, I agree with you 100%, baby.
The union busting. You can thank Ronald Reagan and every motherfucking conservative you meet for that shit. Trump isn't smart enough to be able to take credit for freeing no fucking Taliban. It wasn't his idea. He just did what he was told to do.
Yeah.
But what he did do was show somebody who is a lot smarter than his ass how to get away.
There you go. That's what we have to worry about.
That's right, Bernadette.
Is the smarter
That is his
Trump.
only skill. That's his only skill. Is stealing and getting away with it.
That's bad enough.
He is a
John,
purveyor of hate.
You got a couple of
I do indeed. Let me thank Mitch Goldstein. Thank you very much, Mitch and Julie. $5 for everyone who has a jackass neighbor. Lord have mercy. There must be a million of them out there. And let me thank Ben Stroud, who came in with a $20 donation, said our Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana Blue Dots hit with the second strongest hurricane hit that region since Katrina. May God have mercy on them. Please pray for all our Blue Dots in Ida's path will be okay and safe. Ben, thank you for the donation, and thank you for those thoughts, because that's what we need to do. Keep them in our hearts, babe. This is going to
won't help,
hurt.
but we should do it anyway.
Yeah. It won't change the outcome a bit. It makes us feel better, is what it does.
That's correct.
But
and that's okay too, because I remember when Katrina happened, and I had friends down in people I knew in New Orleans who got washed out, and I felt terribly guilty.
Oh,
I really did, because there's nothing you could do for these people.
When I went to New Orleans right after the hurricane. I have family down there. Both of my brothers were in the city, in Metairie, and so I took off as soon as I could, and it was devastating. It was heartbreaking to see the city that way.
Well, and the most heartbreaking part about it was we have a mechanism that's supposed to help all of us called FEMA, but we had a horse jerker running the agency.
Indeed.
Remember Brownie?
What was Brownie? Brownie,
and
that was his name.
president, okay?
Yeah, W. And Dick Darth Vader Cheney. Again, they because it was Cheney. Well, they looked at the hurricane as an opportunity to make money, as any good Republican does.
I'll leave you with this as we observe the events of the hurricane unfold.
Right.
I will leave this with everybody, because I want let's do this favor for our brothers and sisters in Louisiana. I would like everybody to watch how people are treated as a result of this hurricane, because the most devastating thing about Katrina wasn't that people were hurt, wasn't that people were poorly treated. It's just that people were treated based on the color of their skin and the neighborhood they lived in.
Indeed.
And that is fucking wrong. And we got to watch to see if that shit happens again. Everybody should have access to emergency medical services, emergency food. We're allegedly the richest, strongest, most powerful.
I hear that. I hear that.
And the hurricane comes and everything falls to fucking shit. It's amazing.
Well, right now, it's not just the hurricane. Look at the wildfires out west. Devastating towns out there. We got a pandemic going on right now. We're hit with a triple disaster right here in this day, and it's going to be bad for a while.
John, is that
and where's Congress? Gone.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, TBW. Say that again.
I said, and where is Congress? Gone. They're not there helping their constituents.
August, yeah.
Well, this, what I was going to say is that in this country, we just lunge from one catastrophe to the other, and we never fully finish one catastrophe before the next one starts.
That's true.
And in the past 5 years, a lot of those catastrophes have been Republican made.
Indeed. And
very true.
I was talking to Marcia today, and we were talking about the news cycle and how long will it be before the attack in Kabul and our withdrawal from there becomes second story, third story, or fourth story down the line, because something else is going to come along and replace it. It seems like the news is turned into a constant parade of
Yeah, Bernadette, to your point, we haven't dealt with police reform. We just took that it was in the headlines, and then we moved it to the back burner when the next catastrophe comes, and then we moved that back to the back burner, and then the next one, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
We shuffle all this stuff around, and we never completely deal with it.
We never finish dealing with anything because of how mainstream
Because the
media
next shiny
just
object
throws
comes
the
along.
throws the
Yeah,
next piece
Yeah.
of fodder out there for people to latch onto, and then there's conspiracy theories running around about anything and everything, and I want the Blue Dot family to know Dominic is not attending class in class. We are homeschooling this year, and I again am his teacher. Proud to be a 6th grade teacher this year, and I'm already in the
You're
administration.
experienced.
Yeah, okay.
You're experienced at this
Yes.
stuff.
I just want to get paid.
There you go.
But even I will in the future by my grandson having a decent education.
There you go.
Because he lived during a pandemic.
When we were homeschooling, that was one of the best. We took that great opportunity to be able to take our kids to places that were in history, and we talked about where we were and what happened there, and just it was a delight. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I wish they were young and I could do it again, but they're not. Now they're grown.
Well,
men.
now it's time for them to go places and for you
Yes.
to come and visit.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, are you shitting me? Yeah. So that's been discussed around here a lot.
Yes.
Going someplace for a while, getting out of here, but because it gets.
That's
It's
how I
heavy
kind of
around
look at people moving away, is that they just give me the opportunity to be able to visit somewhere that I haven't been before. So that's cool.
I always. I used to tell my kids it's called making a new yellow line. You have yellow highlighter. Anywhere we'd go on the map, we got a big map out there, and we'd highlight our route. Well, I didn't want to go down a road I'd already been on. I want to make new yellow line. I want to go someplace I haven't been before. Even if it's going to the same destination, let's take another route. There's something else to see.
Yep.
I really enjoyed it. I wish I was back out. I wish I was out there again doing it. It was the most calming time of my life, I think.
And I have decided when I travel that I don't get lost. I just have adventures.
That's right. You're not lost. You intended to go here. Because I wanted to see
Well,
this gas station right here.
Maybe not, but the adventure intended for me to go there. So I just have new adventures. And just go
I would never have imagined myself in Big Bone Lick, Kentucky. I just never would have thought, let's go to Big Bone Lick. What the hell is that? Hey, it's a pretty good spot to go. I'm telling you.
Sweet.
Yeah, country's full of places like that you can go and to enjoy. We have so much to be thankful for here. That is what's so troubling right now is man, I'm just, in the overall general sense, I'm about freaking tired of listening to the right tell me just how terrible this country is. For the last 6 years now, ever since Obama came into office, the Republicans have tried to sell, oh, look at this, they've turned America into a disgusting place. And they've damn near succeeded in doing exactly that. When I was talking to Buddy Davis today, Buddy made an interesting comment. He said, John, I think the Republican Party is suffering through Munchausen syndrome. Munchausen syndrome. That's where a parent would hurt a child just to get the child to go to the hospital, so people would feel sorry for the parent. Oh, look here, your child's in the hospital, and equate that and using that as a metaphor or a analogy of what the Republicans are willing to do to this country. And I've said it before. Y'all have said me before. The Republicans are willing to put this country in dire straits, hurt it as bad as they can, so they can sit out there and go, hey, we're the Republicans. We're here to save you. No, you're the ones trying to burn down the house. But I like that he used that metaphor of Munchausen syndrome as describing the Republicans, because that's exactly what I think. Exactly.
But then they save you, and then they turn around and do the things that they're doing during a pandemic that's killing people. What kind of sense does that make?
It doesn't make any sense. They're still trying to play on that rage. from the time that Obama was elected, when they got pissed off that there was a black man, God forbid, in the White House. And that's where the Tea Party came. They need to get over it, baby.
Seek professional help for that
They
shit
do.
right there.
They really do. But that's the one thing that they all grew off of, and they grew that hate. They watered it. They fed it. They threw raw meat to it. And they still have to feed it now because they've created a monster that's all they can do. Now their constituents demand that they be anti-government, anti-vax, anti-mask, anti-whatever the fuck social society has to throw at you. Hey, speaking of Lindsey Graham, who brought up Lindsey Graham a minute ago?
I did.
Hey, TW, guess what I got in my mailbox?
Probably a Lindsey Graham card.
This is a check. This is
really?
a check. Let me see if I can get it closer that you can read it. It is a check. God damn it, it's going to disappear in that light. Y'all can't see that, can you? It's just a,
Not really.
it's just a, let's see if this helps. If I turn the light. There you go. That is a check. That's guess who signed this sucker? Right over here in the corner, over here. Lindsey Graham. That's right. This is Lindsey Graham. Let me turn the light back on. Travis will tell me. Now this check came in my mailbox, but not in an envelope, not in anything. The check is just laying in my mailbox. On the back of it, it is stamped for deposit only, and it is made out. It is made out to the Republican National Committee, and the amount is $34. And down here in the memo, it says $1 for each Senate race in 2022. Really, Lindsey? $1? Aren't you a millionaire? You're a senator, buddy. $1 is what you're gonna offer your campaign? Yeah, I'm contributing my share here, boys. Y'all go ahead and take $1. Are you shitting me? But it's a reminder to me. There are 34 seats open, baby. 34.
I just didn't like his attitude on, well, Biden is really doing bad and this and that. And even when the guy, nailed him with, well, Trump wanted us out in May. Well, I think Trump would have done it in May. We're going to leave like 400,000 people behind. And then he finally got him to screw off, and he goes, I didn't mean 300,000. I meant 3,000 or 300. And he goes, well, is it 3,000 or 300? I don't know. I don't have
a
any
simple
notes
message
right
for
now.
anybody bad-mouthing Biden about making this decision. How about kiss my ass? Because it's just easy 3 words to remember. Because I don't give a shit what you think. I think he did the right thing. He is getting us out.
Do the right thing.
Everybody in this country down there
did
thinks
what
we
he
should
was
do.
responsible to
That
do.
is what
he
he's
did
doing.
what he needed to do.
That's what he's doing.
You
Is it pretty?
I
No.
think
And we knew it wasn't going to be.
Trump,
I
if he
think
was
Lindsey
president,
Graham-
he would have abandoned everybody, just like he did the Kurds. He wouldn't have had these
Remember
sorties
Syria?
flying out.
We've seen
Yeah.
what Trump would have done
He said,
Exactly.
"Oh, see ya."
when he
Wouldn't wanna
pulled out of
be,
Syria. And he turned his
And
back
he
on
would have
those who
got
helped
away
us.
with that too.
Yes.
Because of the Republicans in office.
Because they'll go along with anything he says. Anything. And it doesn't matter how ridiculous it sounds. Oh, yeah, I agree with him. Kiss my ass. We all know it's a lie.
I'm going to take me some horse dewormer.
Yeah, ain't that something? And horse dewormer. I've seen a meme.
It's okay if they want to go along with their idiot for president. That's cool. But what they need to understand is that apparently the American people didn't want to go along with their idiot for president. And so we elected a new one. Get the fuck over it.
Get over it. Some people aren't.
Yep.
Some people are not over it yet.
Fuck Trump for damn near 5 years. Get the fuck over it.
Oh, they're whining ass little babies, and they ain't going to give it up. Are you
What
shitting
were they
me?
telling us before, guys? Fuck your feelings.
Fuck your feelings. Isn't that what they said to
Your
us?
feelings.
Fuck your feelings. I don't give
I
a
got
shit.
one better than that. Fuck you.
Fuck you. That's
Trump.
basically what we're trying to live a peaceful life on this street, but the Trumpers, they're so butthurt, they can't get
Biden
over
did
it.
do the right
They got
thing.
their little pecker all in a dying there, and they don't feel as romantic as or bold as they used to, or just them libtards. It's just sickening. It's sad. At least when Donnie came in, I stood up, baby. I opened my mouth. I wanted to speak. You couldn't hold me back. I wanted you to know my opinion of what that slime ball was to this country. And to see people that still put his flag in their yard, are you shitting me? Just how, I know how ignorant you can be, and now how ignorant you have proven to be.
Hey, John, I want to touch on that for a second.
Go ahead.
Do you remember back when some of the southern states, and maybe Texas was one of them, who was passing all those anti-riot laws? Like if 3 people were gathered together,
yes,
and you arrest them for rioting. Well, God damn it, why can't we pass laws across the country? If you raise up your Trump flag, that's inciting a riot. You should be, at the very least, fined for that.
I tell you why we can't.
I just think the county ought to have a right to come by and stick a "you're an idiot" sign in your yard. That's all.
I tell you why we can't. I will tell you why we can't pass those kinds of laws. Because we don't hold the state legislatures.
That's true, baby.
The Republicans do.
And that's,
that's why we
thank you
can't
for
pass
saying that,
those
Bernadette,
kinds of
because
laws.
we concentrate so much on the big picture of the
They
politics
don't in
of
California.
They don't.
Nope.
You could pass in California.
No, because in California we got a little bit of common sense.
Yeah. And you would think the rest of the country would follow.
Right?
What's that?
I was just going to say, if Sparky's neighbors raise up a Trump flag, fucking Sparky could call the cops. The sheriff could come out and just give him a $250 fine.
Fuck, are you shit? My neighbors can come down here and tear up my front yard, throw off explosives in my front yard, yell "fuck you" or blast racist music all night long. If I call the law, well, no, he ain't breaking the law. He's just a good old boy.
Let me tell you something. This is America. In America, you can put up whatever flag, whatever sign you want. We can't get into this mentality. That's their mentality.
That is them.
Their mentality.
That is them.
Putting up a mirror. I'm putting up a mirror.
You want to show your ignorance. You're very free to do that in this country. That's the freedom that they claim. That is the freedom that they're proud of. That ability to put disgusting flags up or take a disgusting stance on an issue or whatever. It's not, and again, like I say, crediting Jared Kushner, it's not about the issues with these people. You think the guy down the street from me knows shit about the issues, knows a damn thing about the issues? No, baby, to him, it's not the issues. It's the attitude, man. Fuck Biden. What about Biden? Just fuck him. Why? What do you got against Biden? Don't you get more money now in your pocket nowadays? You just fuck Biden. That's all it is. It's nothing else but a degenerative disease in their freaking head. They don't know why they hate it. They just hate him because, libtards. That's it. That's it.
They were told to.
They're going to come get our guns. It's always some moronic
that's what I
statement
don't
like
understand.
that.
It's like, you know what?
And
We've
libtards
been
gonna
in
get your
office
guns.
several times and several years. We've never came after their guns. Give me a fucking break.
No.
And the FEMA camps. Don't forget the Obama FEMA camps.
Jesus
Oh yeah,
Christ.
Obama and death panels. Death panels. Don't forget the death panels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You can
Sarah's still
scare
trying
them
to
with
find those.
anything because that's the whole
Call
thing
the
with
insurance
Republicans.
companies.
They live on
Yeah.
fear. They love it. Let's hate somebody. I'm scared of them. All them brown people coming in. What about all them Afghanistan people that stood up for us over there? You look at how many of these damn Republicans are now saying, and they're reporting on Fox News, and we can't suspend our immigration laws just because there's a war. Are you shitting me? And then the next sentence come out and tell me something about how we can't abandon them? Yes.
John.
Yes.
Lindsey Graham came out and said, we can't leave our Afghanistan people that helped us over there.
Bless her little heart.
Just stay. They can't do that. We can't leave them over there. And it's like.
And in the next breath say we can't take these people.
From?
We can't take these people here. Are you shitting me? I'd take any one of them refugees coming out of Afghanistan over any of the neighbors I got. Well, Some of the neighbors, I guess.
John,
Yes, dear.
before Biden even took office, Trump and his weasel, Stephen Miller, made sure there wasn't
Yes.
going to be any Afghans coming out
Yes.
of Afghanistan.
Because
They
it was a
shut
bumper
down the
sticker.
visa program before they even left
Yep.
office.
Yep.
That, along with the intelligence that was given to Biden for him to make the disastrous decision that he made, which was the correct decision, by the way.
It was the only decision he could make.
It was the only one that he could make. However, I said this on Robin's show a couple weeks back, and I said it again last night. I'm gonna say it again now. Our intelligence community, all 17 agencies, the ones that give intel to Congress and the presidents and their cabinets and the like, they need to be investigated, because it has been failure after failure after failure that we have witnessed in this country for a long fucking time, since before 2001. Okay?
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's much
They
to
need
be
to
held
be
account for.
thoroughly with a UV light up their asses.
We could, yeah. Indeed. Let me catch up real quick, because Diana Mallory, bequeather of the gong, came in with $5 and said, "I am so over the war in the Middle East that we should never have been there to begin with. No lives should have been lost there. It's time." It screams the ignorance of the right. Mitch just brought up Ronald Reagan. The actor, the macho man. You know what he did when our Marine barracks in Beirut was bombed?
Cut and run.
That's exactly what he did.
Did nothing.
He did nothing. We pulled out immediately. No retaliatory strike, no nothing. So come around here with your freaking bleeding heart about Joe Biden. Joe Biden's doing more than Ronald Reagan ever thought about doing.
You're talking about Bonzo the Chimp's co-star, right?
Yes, that's him. Ronald
I
Reagan.
actually
The
lost the
Republicans
class.
are dead set on rewriting this history of America to make it look like there's that shining bright light on the hill.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
No.
And the truth needs to be told.
And that starts with discussion.
We've all seen it. We've all seen it.
When I spoke to Tracy today, Tracy Porter, and I'm looking forward to getting her on the show, because she sent me a message on Messenger and asked if she'd like to come on the show to be able to talk about CRT, critical race theory. But
Oh yes.
and she included I think it's AARP. It's not ARP. It's an organization, and she sent an outline of some of the things that they're doing to try to keep that conversation going in the national dialogue.
NAACP?
No. If my phone was in here.
Another different. Okay.
Yeah, it's another organization. But I read all through it, and it's an organization. Basically, it's separate parts of the organization. Several different agenda items, working with educators to develop that conversation within the education system, working with lawyers to face litigation in cases, talking to media and what they call content creators, that's what they call me. I'm a content creator.
Yes.
To influence the social media, about 5 or 6 different areas that this group works on, and I was impressed with what they're doing. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Like I said, Tracy Porter is very intelligent. She's a very entertaining woman to think through. And not only that, we'll wait and let her describe her life. She is a delight to talk to, and I can't wait to get her on here. So, one of those cross-pollinators
Isn't
like
that illegal in
Spark.
Texas?
What's that?
John, isn't that illegal in Texas now?
What?
They passed those laws that you can't teach
Yeah.
so-called race Olympics in the schools,
critical
right?
race there. You can't be doing that. Don't be teaching my little Bobby that.
Everybody,
that
see
white
you guys
slavery.
soon.
You leaving, Mitch?
What?
Yeah, we got to roll out of here. We'll catch you guys soon. Good night, everybody.
Mitch,
Stay
we
safe.
love you.
Bye.
Julie,
Good night,
good
Mitch.
night. We'll talk to you all later.
All right.
All right. You were saying, Jeremy?
No, I was just saying. I just wanted to piggyback. I mean, I remember Robin on her show talking about, and I think maybe you touched on it too. In Texas, I mean, they are really rolling back. They're trying to whitewash, and I do mean whitewash history.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
And
it's
again,
not just in Texas.
no, but Texas has a big influence
and it's starting on local school boards, and these people are trying to get seats on local school boards so they can espouse their conspiracy theories about CRT all over this fucking country.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they've done. They've come up with all sorts of conspiracy theories about what CRT is, and every one of them are wrong. They're ignorant. They have no idea what they're talking about, but that does not stop them. It's just like the anti-maskers when they show up at school boards. It's an ignorant stand to take for the health of your child, to demand that they not wear a mask when the possibility exists that if they wore a mask, they are safer. The only thing it tells me as a parent is you're willing to take a risk on your kid's life. I'm not.
John, did you see the gentleman? He's a parent of a school-age child who showed up in Texas at his school board meeting and took all his clothes off except for his swim shorts that he had on. And
that was
his mask.
fantastic.
Yes.
That was fantastic.
Awesome.
Yes, bravo to that gentleman. I can't remember his name. Yes, he's taking it off one piece at a time too. I don't need these pants. What
and
I
he
need
was
these
screaming that he had to stop at stop signs. He just blew through them because freedom.
Yeah, freedom. Who gives a shit? I have the freedom. I don't have to do. Awesome. That's what it means to them. To freedom to them. The word
part of
freedom.
That video was the rent-a-cop coming up and fist bumping him at the end.
He made a hell of a statement, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. You know, the word freedom to them is the only thing it means to them is their personal freedom. That's it. Just what I can do for me. This is my freedom.
Would say, I got mine. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. I don't care about anybody. And that is what's totally lost on them. Your freedom, really? Your freedom is given to you by the society that we live in. That we agree to live by certain rules and regulations, baby. We agree not to break the laws and shit like that. Be a good neighbor. All the other Boy Scout shit that you can think of that went down the tubes a long time ago.
They have the freedom of, with their warped version of Jeebus, to shove it down our throats.
Oh, sure.
That's what they have the freedom.
You ain't a Christian? There's the problem. There's the problem right there. And that's their defense. God, guns, and glory. That's all they want. They want their God. They want their guns. Is that any different than the Taliban? Tell me. Because if that's the only two things you're interested in is your God and your guns, then you're no different, baby. You're the same thing as them. As we fight in this country trying to reduce gun violence, you scream, as well you should, about our soldiers and sailors being killed on the battlefront. But you got no problem with the thousands of people that are killed every day in this freaking country. Shoot them up, bang, bang. What the hell? Everybody get a gun. Who gives a shit who dies? Oh, our Americans got killed overseas. That can't happen. That's an outrage. We should be. Take your phony ass bullshit and shove it up your ass. To them, we support the troops is exactly what I've told you it is to them. It's a freaking bumper sticker. They jumped on this to make political points against Biden. The minute it happened, Republicans are out there screaming about Obama. Really? Really? No shit. Should have told old Ronald Reagan right after the Marine barracks in Beirut, you should step down, Mr. President. They didn't do that. They didn't do it for George Bush on September 12th.
We should impeach you.
Yeah. Let it happen. Look at what they did with Benghazi. Four people in Benghazi at our embassy there. And it was heartbreaking that they died. But what did the right do with it? Oh, baby. they made it into a political point, baby. They just drove it in, got it squeezed it for everything they could get out of it. Their blood, their faith, everything. Squeeze it out.
And don't forget, John, don't forget, there was a Benghazi almost equivalent that happened in Somalia under Trump, and crickets.
Nothing.
Not a word said about
such
those
hypocrites. They're such
that died.
The ignorance, like I say, is astounding. Let me catch up with, because Ben Stroud came in with another $20. Ben, take care. Watch it, everybody. Came in with $20 and said these Trumpanzees are deemed dumb, and the Rona is hurting them. Wait a minute, these Trumpians are deemed dumb with the Rona and hurting us. They don't have the right to do something. But something has to be done about the 3% of Democrats against the vaccination and wearing masks. Oop. Thank you, Ben Stroud. 3% of Democrats, really? That's too many. What the fuck are they thinking? The only person I won't argue with about the vaccine is if you have a medical reason why you can't take a vaccine. Okay, well, best of luck. Wear a mask. Stay the fuck away from nasty people. But that's it. I don't want to hear your religious bullshit. I don't want to hear your freedom and your rights. They have no honor for their country. I say it all the time. Semper Fortis, not for self, but for country. You want to call yourself a patriot? A patriot does what's good for his country, not what's good for his personal freedom.
As for their religious exemption, go ahead.
What's funny is I talked to my aunt and uncle last night. They live in West Virginia.
Right.
And I said, so how are you guys doing? And she goes, oh yeah, we're doing all right. We got our vaccine shots and stuff. I said, that's funny. And she goes, what do you mean? And I said, you're Republican. You're not supposed to get your shots. And she goes, wow, we're not going to die from this crap. I said, well, then you need to go out there and you need to scream at the top of your lungs.
Yeah, don't razz them. Forget it. Compliment them. Tell them good job. Finally got it. We're glad you got here. It took you a little while, but that's okay.
Well, and then she bring it up. She goes, well, you got to remember, your uncle was in the Army. And then, so she said, they shot him up with everything. She goes, it's only, she goes, and we did our kids when we were little, and I said, yeah. I said, well, great. I said, I'm glad for you, because I said, you're one less. And I said, and I was asking her, I said, what do you think? Do you think all these idiots have taken the vaccine? And she goes, you know what? She goes, I'm getting so tired of that crap. She goes, it's really ridiculous. She says, take the goddamn shit. We're not sticking to refrigerators. We're not going out and getting by our car and sticking to it,
Yeah,
she goes,
but I'm finding that this lizard skin is coming in real handy.
Yeah, really quick, let's bring Jeremy in.
Bill Gates' voice in my head. Yeah.
What's that?
Jeremy.
Oh, I just said I
Jeremy, I didn't see you in the room.
Oh, go ahead, Jeremy.
I think we should do a reverse airlift and send the 3%ers, the Proud Boys, the 1%ers to Afghanistan. They can join the Taliban and ISIS-K and
right
all
in,
get
baby.
fucking Hellfire missiles at the
Give them a gun and a whip. They'll be right at home. Because that's who they are.
And also, people complain about Obama.
Can we make sure that fuck Trump is on that?
Yeah, let's get fuck Trump on there too. He can be their leader.
Oh, I have to say something, and Bernadette can help me out with this. Bernadette, the number for to call your congressman.
Oh, gee, thank you.
Yeah, I put you on the spot right there. Come on now. Wait, don't you have that right in front of you? You should be. I should have it. And I'm sure I do.
202-223-3121 or 202-224-3121 to get to your senators. The first one for your House representative, the second one for your senators.
Look,
please call them.
Now,
please
call them and call Lindsey Graham and say, hey, dude, you're standing up for the troops, but you're not standing up for the American public.
Gary Atkins put it right there in the chat on YouTube.
Either one to get you to either one of yours. Yep.
2131.
No, it's 3121.
Oh, it's 3121. The other way around.
223-3121 or 202-223-43121. 3121. One to get you to the House, the other one to get you to the Senate.
There you go.
So
Call them,
either one to get you to the switchboard.
And let them know your opinion. And while you're at it, while you're contacting public officials, please feel free to contact Erin Trombley. Please if you can't make a donation, contact her on her Facebook page and tell her you support her bid for town council in Monroe, New York. If you can make a donation, there is her official actblue.com account. Erin is running, this is one of our Blue Dots that decided to make that leap. She's going to run for office herself. She's going to start right there at town council. I want my opinion heard.
And, hey, I got an idea. If you want to call the White House and support President Biden, they got a comment line too, and it's 202-456-1111. Call them and let them know. As an American citizen, you support him.
Indeed. We can take an active part in this. We can. And it does. It makes you feel good when you do. When I've talked to some of the local politicians and stuff here in town that I have had the great opportunity to be able to speak to, because they wouldn't know me from Adam, it makes you feel good to get, and I'm telling you, contact your local Democratic, go to your phone book, go to your Google, whatever. I wonder if they even have phone books. They have phone books?
Hey, John, I just wanted to say one more thing. I just want to say one more thing about the religious exemption bullshit.
What's that?
If you have a religious exemption to taking a vaccination, well, I assume that means you have a religious exemption to getting on an airplane. So fuck off. Anybody who doesn't have a medical exemption or 12 years or older should not be stepping 1 foot in an airport ever. Unless you are vaccinated.
This whole bullshit of, Jesus will protect me from the virus. Really? And now explain to me why you need that gun. Why do you need that gun? Because Jesus ain't going to protect your ass from a bullet. But he'll protect you from a bullet.
He basically didn't protect them when he said the firstborn will die this night, and, they couldn't do much about it.
I read a statistic that
1,000 a day dying from COVID.
Yeah.
The CDC just came out and said if we don't change our ways between now and the start of winter, we're going to lose another 100,000
people.
Yeah.
Another 100,000
people before Thanksgiving, you guys. Merry Christmas.
And what do you think this storm is going to do to the state of Louisiana and the surrounding areas? An area that was already under-vaccinated and being hit hard with this COVID. And now you're going to be in a situation where you're going to have mass amounts of people that are gathering to shelter, and things are going to get bad. They're really going to get bad. And that's why I think my friend Buddy Davis is right. The Republicans have a Munchausen syndrome, because they don't care how bad it hurts. They just want to win, even if winning means dying. It's going to hurt, and we're going to see a lot of numbers go up, and those numbers will spread. Those people that are contracting the disease and they're in the process of trying to evacuate are going to go someplace else, and they're going to infect other people. The need to get vaccinated can't be stressed enough by anybody. Everybody should be on this bad way.
The bad thing about it is these people, they don't want to get vaccinated. And then they're like, well, I'm not going to get vaccinated, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, put it this way. What if Biden comes out and says it's mandatory that you have to have it, and if you don't get it, then basically you're going to be in a area, you have to pay your own bills for
That's exactly what's happening.
You have to pay,
If you don't get the vaccine, your family can pay for your funeral.
Big business is going to take over this, trust me. Big business will tell their employees, you either take the vaccine or we will charge you more for health insurance.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to the money.
And if you're uninsured, there have been a few doctors out there say, I'm not working on uninsured, unvaxxed people.
Yeah.
Okay? big business is going to take the reins on this. Was it
money
United?
talks and
I think
bullshit
it was
walks.
United.
Delta.
No, it was
Bernadette,
Delta.
it was
It
Delta.
was Delta.
Teresa.
It was Delta. Came out and said $200 a month for unvaccinated workers. You know,
I don't see a problem with that.
My son's company has
I don't
told
either.
people you either get vaccinated or you get tested frequently.
Yep.
How about
And you wear a
how about you
mask all
either
the
get
time.
vaccinated or find another job?
But you are going to wear a mask. And there have been a couple of people at his job that said, well, I don't want to wear a mask. Well, we take that as your resignation then.
Yeah.
Yep.
You quit.
Insubordination.
You quit.
Yep.
You refuse to
quit.
abide by
Yep.
company policy. You know.
The school boards around the country have decided to make masks as a part
Mandatory.
of
And
their,
we knew
their,
this. This family was
their
discussing
clothing.
this shit.
Hey,
Yeah,
John.
Yes, sir.
And thank you for that, Bernadette,
Dress
earlier.
dress code. You're welcome. Whatever I did.
You know what you did.
John.
Yes,
did
Bart.
you hear Biden? Did you hear Biden talk at FEMA today?
No, I did not.
Oh, he was talking about all the supplies and everything's ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
He mentioned they had an ample supply of masks for the
Good.
shelters.
Good.
That's cool.
You know, they ought to set up
You know-
vaccination place in that shelter. That
You know,
and they
also going
probably
to
will.
say, you know how you're saying the mandatory thing. Well, look how it's hurting DeSantos.
Mm-mm.
Goody.
Well, that's what I was talking about.
Or
Go ahead.
47% think he's doing a good job, but there's 46% thinks he sucks. Well, you know, there's usually a 4% margin either way, so there you go.
I got to read this comment because the remix just wrote. The people who melted down over, if you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. Never had a doctor. They had a feed store.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a feed store. 21% of our population has now been dewormed. Hey, Catman56, my buddy Keith came in with a $3 donation and said, we are living right-wing ideals in today's American history, in today's America. History is showing us the path of Germany, 1939 to 1945.
Yeah.
That's who they are. They would more than willing call him Fuhrer and march with him to the gates of hell. They would. And all the time
We were
thinking they're
about
fighting
that.
for the homeland or the fatherland or any other patriotic reason. You know, trying to convince themselves that they're right. They're not going to have a white nation. Fuck you. Get out of here. Take your little hard-on dreams and go somewhere. I don't know. Sit in a cave somewhere and dream about all white. Put white sheets up all around you and then just masturbate. Who gives a shit? Go back under your rock.
We were talking about that at the dog park last night. There was like a couple of us standing there, and they said, hey, I wonder, you know, since they're taking horse dewormer, I wonder if we can make some money off of giving them the dog dewormer.
Some front line it to 10 times the cost, right?
Oh, man.
Yeah, no shit, you know?
Yeah, just it comes in powder form. Just add it to your food.
Yeah, just sprinkle it on their food. They won't-
They're even
There you go.
Apparently it comes in liquid too, so you can just
Yeah.
drink the shots.
Put it in their peanut butter.
You know, I don't know. You know, we laugh, but this too is taking people to the hospital
Yes, it is.
because they're
Yeah, it is.
poisoning themselves.
The
And
man
the
in
minute that
Texas
they
who died
get
of a
a few
gallbladder.
days off of this shit, they're better and they could go home. But do you think that they've learned anything? Because I personally think that, you know, if you follow Trump, it leads to brain damage.
It is brain damage.
Yeah, you can't learn. You can't learn from
It is
experience.
brain
Yeah,
damage.
that's you're way too far gone.
Going
but
with
I
Trump leads to death. Yeah.
Yes, that's the only cure. And COVID.
I said from
But-
the beginning, the first days of Trump coming down that escalator, anybody who puts their hat in his ring is going to get Trump shit on them. They're going to smear it all over their body, and it's going to stink the rest of your life because you turned your back on your country, on your God, on everything you ever held dear, everything you ever told
On
me you held
everything.
dear. You
And your
threw in the
fellow
toilet
American.
to follow a con man, an obvious, blatant con man. Buy some Trump steaks. They're delicious. Fly Trump Airlines.
But just to say one quick thing about what you were talking about as far as the dumbing down of America and cult mentality and stuff. The QAnon, it is nothing but a regurgitation of the old centuries-old blood libel tale about the Jews and their blood.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
It's the recyclation of hate for the Jewish faith, for people of other colors, other ethnicities, just anything. That is the only way the Republicans hold on to anything, is by convincing somebody that they need to fear somebody and hate them. That's where and now they have given that rise all the way up to now hate your fellow American, and they're doing that.
Yeah.
They are doing that.
And
they have
they've been
risen
doing
to
it
that
for a
level.
while.
Yes, they have. Hate your fellow American. That somebody. I remember. Bill Maher on Friday night. Anybody see Bill Maher? His final words.
Yes, I did. I did.
Thank you. That's what I said when he said that. If you're bad mouthing this nation, fuck you. It's as many problems as we have here. We are still the best place you could live in your life. How come you think everybody else in the world is trying to get here? So I'm tired of America bashing, and Mitch was right. It started with Reagan. When Reagan introduced the words to the Republican Party that they have said from ever since then, government is bad. It's the worst thing you can hear from anybody. I'm here from the government, and I'm here to help. That's the worst people you can hear from. Tell that to people down in Louisiana going to be saved in the next few days. Tell that to them. This country is strong when we are together. But now the Republican Party has found, they believe they have found, a way to stay popular by dividing the country. What they don't realize is they don't look at the numbers. There are more Democrats now than ever and fewer Republicans. But the Republicans that are there, the ones that still claim the title, the one that still puts his Trump flag out, they don't care about the issues. It's the same reason they still fly the Confederate flag, which I see every day I go up and down my street. It's the same thing. I refuse to accept what happened. You got your ass kicked. Well, no, we didn't. No, we didn't. We're still here. We're still racist. We still hate people because of the color of their skin. Yeah. They're proud of it, baby. So that's what I say. There's nothing to do with the issues with these people. Anytime one of our congressmen or senators, like Sinema down in Arizona, talking to John Cornyn in California, they're going to make a deal on immigration. No, they're not. He's jerking your chain, following you around. He's not going to make a deal with you. He's just going to prolong everything.
Running out the clock.
Run out the clock, baby. And that's what I'm tired of. I'm tired of that because that's the biggest thing we need to do. I swear, get rid of the freaking filibuster. I'm tired of this shit. At least modify it to where if you have an issue, you stand on the floor and debate it like you should. Like the leaders that you said you were when you got elected to Congress. Remember when you was out there on the campaign trail? I promised to go to Washington and fight for and everything, and now I'm going to stay. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're going into a room and spending your day trying to fundraise. Lobbyists do all the shit that you're supposed to be doing. They'll write your laws. They'll write your bill. Here, Senator, Congressman, introduce this. Okay. You got a check for me? Yeah, okay, I'll go. What does it say? Doesn't matter. We need
it's called dialing for dollars,
yes,
John.
That's what it is. And that's where these congressmen spend the most of their day. Is fundraising. They put them in a booth with a list of donors to call. You think they're in charge? No. Whoever's giving them that freaking list is in charge. And they sit there hour and hour and hour and hour raising money because that's what it's about once you're in. We need to change that. And it starts right there. It starts with Aaron Trombley. It starts at that grassroots level when we have people that say, hey, wait a minute. This shit sucks. I have an idea. Maybe we ought to do it some other way. And so people like Aaron Trombley step up, and I'm proud of her for doing that. But the least that we can do is support them and vote and get others to vote. Make it a passionate thing. Make it something that is patriotic. It is for your country, because we are facing an enemy. I'm not worried about the getting overrun by the Taliban in America. No.
Worried about the American Taliban.
I'm worried
Don't get me wrong
about
there.
the insurrectionists that have tried to overthrow this government on January 6th and before that. I'm worried about congressmen and senators that conspired.
Are lying.
That are lying.
Yeah, Mike Lee and the Booger King and Marjorie.
I want my country to return to the honor it should have. And that starts with the accountability of people that we know did wrong, that violated the law, that attacked our country, that lied. Accountability, you bet your ass, baby. I'm all ready for it. Sad thing is, I don't know if I'm going to see it. I don't know, because
we might not see it, John, but we could take pride in that the current president is taking accountability every step of the way.
What did he say about this, Paulette? The buck stops with him? That he is responsible? That he is the one that made the decision? What would you have heard from Donnie?
Did we ever hear
that guy over
say
there.
that he was accountable for anything? Ever
in his life.
Generals fucked it all up. I had the best ideas. Nobody listened to me. That's what Trump would have said.
Oh, yeah. I had the best ideas. They were the grandest. They had all the right words.
He had the best people, and he had all the knowledge, and only he could fix it. And he killed over 600,000 people in this country. And our friend Daphne was one of them.
Daphne was one of them.
He's got the best tan-on spray.
Yeah. He's always
That's
got
debatable.
the best. You know.
Yeah, I think when he went in, he said, I want to look like I'm tan. And they went, oh, okay, your skin, let's see. Here's a good
He had the best
color.
criminal administration ever. That he did have the best of.
Let me thank
the whole
Leanne.
entire administration.
Let me thank Leanne, I'm going to say Cabe. I hope that's right. I probably mispronounced it. Who came in with $5 and said, it's the Republicans. The Republicans should be worried. It's their base that are dying. Indeed, Leanne. Indeed.
Yep.
They're the ones that, you don't take the vaccine. What happened to Bob? He died. Well, we won't have him around voting day, will we? And Catman 56, my buddy Keith up in Minneapolis, came back with another $3 and said, hate and kill the Native Americans. Hate and kill the blacks. Hate the Arabic people. Hate the Chinese. Then the old right-wing nut jobs stand up by talking point and hate the Jews. And just like I said, now hate your fellow American. Catman 56, thank you very much, my friend. Hoorah. Semper Fi, my friend. Yeah, that's the Republican way. Hate somebody. Hate them, baby. Hate them. As a matter of fact, hell, let's go to war with them. We ought to bomb the shit out of this. Who's next on the list that we can go to war with? There's got to be somebody around here. That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah,
because
when the show's over, I'm going to tell you the song that basically put all that together.
All right.
But I'm not going to tell you now because I don't want to get a copyright strike.
In the first Civil War in this country, it was brother against brother. It was neighbor against neighbor. And that's what they're trying to provoke again.
And you know who won?
And they only win if we let them.
You know who won that war? The people who did not want to own other people. You know who lost?
But you know who gets
the ones
to write
that are
the
still
history?
around. We call them racist assholes. Some of them live on my street.
Yeah, they're the ones who's gotten to write the history. And they're currently trying to rewrite current history.
Yeah, they want to leave out specifics.
And I'm not talking about something that happened 100 years ago. I'm talking about something that happened 8 months ago.
Yeah. They, George Floyd, all this, they don't want to teach that. They don't want to teach that because then they're going to have to discuss the reasons why. They'll try to whitewash this too.
And yet they can't whitewash the fact that fucking cop is sitting in prison right now. Bravo. Minnesota.
Yeah. Anyway, there's a lot of them that need to end up right there.
And they got 3 more behind him.
Boy, howdy shit. We have much to solve in this country. We have much to fix. We have a lot of issues in front of us.
The filibuster won the Civil War. The filibuster.
Yeah.
And that's what keeps these fuckers in power.
They used it as a weapon against civil rights ever since it was in the conception of it. That's what it's been used for, and that's what it's being used for now. But the Republican Party, as I've said before, they don't give a shit about issues, so they don't give a shit about doing away with the filibuster because, they want to filibuster anything and
deliberate indifference.
And deliberate indifference and just plain again. Obstruction. They will try to hurt this country so they can take our country to the hospital so they can get pity. Oh, look here. What did them Democrats do to your poor society? Oh, we better fix that. No, they're the perpetrators. They're the ones right now screaming about how bad Biden handled this. And most of them are screaming in a heartbeat, we should go back. Really? Send your kid.
I want to know how many of those Republicans are out there that's screaming how bad he handled it and calling for resignation. I want to know how much money they've made off the Afghan war.
Yeah. Well, guarantee you, baby, there's plenty of them that have. And in the big picture of, how the Republican Party operates, the defense contracting system is a big donor to Republicans, baby. Because God, guns in America, nobody will beat us. We'll kick your ass. All that kind of shit.
Bernadette, that's a great point. If you want to look at some data, look at the 10 richest counties prior to 9/11. And look at the 10 richest counties now.
Oh, pray
after
tell.
20 years of endless war.
Where
7
might those
of them
counties
are
be?
around the Beltway.
That's right, baby. That's follow the money. They always say that, follow the money. Yeah, well, look where it's gone for the last 20 years. We could do so much in this country, but we got to get a handle on allowing.
Elaine Chao is still making board announcements. She just got on a new board the other day. I can't remember the name of the company, but I read about it. I'll post it in Discord when I go back and look through my history. But yeah, this chick, she's all over the place, man. She should be in jail.
So many should be in jail. So many.
Who was it? Which senator's wife? Was it Rand Paul or
Rand
a different
Paul's
one
wife.
that's
If
invested?
you're talking about investment, yes.
Rand Paul.
Yeah.
Randy Paul.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot.
Where's the investigations on this shit?
Investigation? What investigation? We need an investigation for what? Oh, it was just a slip up. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot to file the paper.
About that. Yeah.
And Devin Nunes has lost another case that he's trying to bring to court.
Oh, the cow?
He can't
really?
win for losing.
Wow.
He can't win for losing. I'm telling you that guy. He needs to give it up. But he would be in charge of the Intelligence Committee if the Republicans took back over. Think about that, dumbass.
If he gets reelected.
If he gets reelected.
2022. So we seriously got to start looking at our own local elections all the way up.
All the way up,
you guys.
It starts at the grassroots. Really, Lindsey Graham, $34. Really, you cheapskate son of a bitch. Really, $34.
Hey, John, I think you have a song for all these Republicans.
Yes, I do. Every one of them damn Republicans.
I just need you to shut the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. 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 Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow,
I can just dance. Always ready. Because that's what they need to do.
That needs to be Stacey Abrams. That needs to be Stacey Abrams' campaign song when she runs for governor again in Georgia.
That should be. Anyway, I guess we ought to wrap it up for the evening. I want to thank everybody for coming by and joining us. Mitch and Julie Goldstein, thank you very much for coming in. We appreciated your visit. Thank you so much. Somebody else was in here, Joe? No, just Mitch.
You might want to call out that super chat you just got. I did it.
Oh, look at there. Buddy Davis. Look at there. Buddy Davis just came in with a $5 super chat. Buddy, thank you very much. And if you have not checked out Buddy Davis on Facebook, do that. He is an outstanding artist. I have a whole stack of his albums, as a matter of fact. Buddy Davis, thank you. And besides that, he's a tremendous patriot, not only because of the fact that he's in Facebook jail, is because he's a fellow veteran and a brother who's seen some nasty shit and is still here to talk about it anyway. Catman56 came in with another donation and said, but the Republicans will say Benghazi. Oh, you bet your ass they will. Yo, look at Benghazi. Yeah. Yep, they don't wait long. They didn't even let these soldiers come home. They jumped on it as quick as they could. So quit trying to tell me you're a patriot and you're screaming for the rights of your country.
They're vile. They are deplorables, like Hillary said.
They have no sense of
decency. And they're
decency.
more than a handbasket. They're fucking trash can load.
Hillary was right. A basket full of deplorables.
Dumpsters and dumpsters.
You're just, quit being so stupid. Don't be so anti-American. Love your country for a change. That doesn't mean loving your own ass. That means loving your country and what it stands for. And take your racist bullshit and shove it up your freaking ass. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I appreciate it tremendously. Our voice is our power, baby. This is it. This is what I do. I will not shut this down. I'll never shut this down. You're going to hear me for the rest of your freaking life. As long as you have a computer and you can tune in to a Blue Dot in Texas, I'm going to be right here. Because it's my right and a desire to stand up and say something for my country. To stand up and try to save as many people from listening to demagogues and wannabe dictators. I'm proud of myself for what I do, and I'm proud of this Blue Dot family. These people that you see in this chat, these people talking here. These are the people I feel love their country and love their fellow citizens. They don't care what color they are, what race they are, what gender they are, who they love, why they love them. These are people I'm proud to stand with. Anyway.
Absolutely, John.
Thank you.
Couldn't have said that better.
Thank you all for being here. Well, that was directed. Anyway, just want to put my 2 cents into the direction. Chris, thank you very much for coming in, brother. We appreciate it very much whenever we get that crossover, that cross-pollination stuff going on.
Love the Blue Dots.
We love the Blue Dots, and we love the Horn family.
I put a new picture of Inga in the pet companion.
There you go, baby. Chris, thank you so much for being here. Jeremy, again, another cross-pollination. We got 3 of them in the room tonight, and the other ones have already cross-pollinated to the other side. We're like little bees, ain't we?
We're secretly taking over.
Jeremy, thank you for coming in, brother. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. TW, always a pleasure, brother.
Yeah.
Take care of Mark for us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll do that. And just let you know, we'll probably be on, let's see, I think, I'm doing it tonight. Okay, I'm doing it. It's on my show tonight.
On your show tonight. All right, brother. We'll have a great time. Anyway, Sparky Dunn, thank you, brother. We always appreciate it.
You bet, John.
Thank you for being here, and we appreciate your assistance in all the cross-pollinating.
I came here happy today. 49ers won beat the Raiders.
Well, there you go. You're a happy man, and you just pissed somebody off.
And the Cowboys got squashed by the Jaguars.
Talk about it. You want me to cut your ass off now, or just whatever the fuck? Where's that button? Anyway, yes, that's what happened. I heard.
Technical difficulties.
Anyway, and Bernadette.
Bears won yesterday.
Yeah.
Hey.
Bernadette, thank you so much for being here. We always appreciate it when you come by.
And John, I want to thank you for doing what you do and providing a platform for the rest of us to raise our voices also with you. Thank you.
It is my pleasure, baby.
Down there on the Gulf Coast, please be safe. Know that America wraps its arms around you right now. And we hope that everybody gets out of this okay.
Yeah, I don't think anybody down there is hearing us right now, but I'm going to keep reminding them to mark it on social media somehow and let your friends know that you are okay, and let them know where you're at and that you're safe. It means a lot to a lot of our Blue Dots. We talk to each other, and yes, we have a lot of Blue Dots down in there, and it's not going to be good. They are going to be probably without power for some of them a long time.
Tight.
Yeah, that's the nasty part of it. If you survive the storm, it's going to be hell. It's going to be hell for a while, because it is not an easy life without the amenities of life, electricity and all the restaurants and all the stuff.
Yeah, but
that you're
one,
not used
one
to.
We got to take care of one another, y'all. We
Yes,
got to take care of one
indeed.
another. We are the only ones we have.
And that call will come out because there is going to be need of relief down there, as we have a family out in California with the wildfires and everything. There are Americans. That's how come we have that socialist thing, FEMA, that is supposed to help people. That's why we have programs like that, because you can't ask individuals to bear the brunt of a disaster by themselves. We must help them. We must lift them up. So that's where we need to spend money. We could do without a few more tanks and helicopters or bullets or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, we need to do a little more than throwing paper towels around it, folks.
Yeah, we need to do a whole lot more. There's going to be so much rebuilding to be done in this country.
John,
Anyway, yes, dear.
I got one final thought.
What?
I want everybody just to imagine, had we spent that $200 to $300 trillion here in our own country, rebuilding our own infrastructure in this country, imagine how much further in the world we would be.
Imagine the society we would have now if we invested so much of what we have spent in the Defense Department on our nation, on our
Bernadette,
society.
I'd probably be able to take a train down to see you in less than an hour.
If we had high speed,
It would be
I
awesome.
would. I'd
It
be
would
there
be
tomorrow.
awesome.
I'd
And
be
if
there.
we had,
I'm getting on
if
the
we had
train.
high-speed internet, that would be awesome.
That would be helpful too. That would be helpful out here in the country. Bernadette, you're on your phone, right?
I am on my
Yeah,
phone. I'm
see.
on my phone, my tablet. Actually, I got 3 devices going on
Yeah.
today.
When my internet goes, it's something. The first thing I reach for is my phone. See if I still got
Yeah.
internet there. If so,
Yeah.
okay. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming by tonight. Thank you for being a part of this family. Thank you for the conversation that goes on in that chat. It warms my heart. It really does. Much love to everybody in this Blue Dot family, and we appreciate you standing by. There will be more discussed about the subject you thought you were going to hear tonight, but we have some more.
I'll be handling that conversation.
Yeah, Travis will be handling. In the meantime, I just want to remind you, my neighbor's a jackass.
No. Here's the thing. We're not going to end it that way. I'm not saying I'm going to show anything, and I'm going to mute Discord for a second. Not anything to go against you guys. I just need to focus on what I'm about to say. A lot has been said tonight. A lot of things have been said tonight. We kind of came to the decision that we may not want to have this conversation tonight, mainly because of what's going on our coast right now. There's a lot of shit going down, and we're just trying to think of a better time for this. But what I'm getting at is, a lot has been said about patriotism, flags, ideologies, past presidents, and all that other shit. It's easy to say that could be a cause, but no. When it comes to our neighbors, like Dakota Chisholm, it has nothing to do with Trump. It's a big player. It's easy to get lost into thinking it's about politics. But this started a year ago, a few days ago, because our donkey went hee-haw. That's where it started. And they told us to shut that fucking donkey up. To which I replied, why don't you shut the fuck up? The person who originally said that got scared and got his mutt to come down here on his quad bike to start trouble. What should have been one episode lasts for an entire year. An entire year. So why is this coming up in conversation again? Apart from it not stopping, is because my brother can't go to work without this hillbilly fat son of a bitch coming in and starting trouble. I'm sitting on footage. Originally, I was going to show it. In fact, I won't show all of it. Not yet, anyway. But it's all here. It's been uploaded since July 9th, and it needs to be updated. I was going to do that originally, but unfortunately my computer's having some issues. I have footage of him stalking my house in the dead of night after he after he came down here and started shit. We have footage of him out in his truck, and it ain't even his truck. If I know better, it's his daddy's truck, his business truck, going out in our front yard, trying to terrorize a donkey. Here, let me play something for y'all. You want to know what haunts me?
Call the cops! Call the fucking cops! Motherfucker!
I got this. I got this. I can do this. Ever since this shit has happened, anytime I hear a loud vehicle, I have to get up with my camera and await what he does next. Because this is not a one-off. We find out later on from a family member that this is the one Dakota Chisholm, but he's not the only one involved. I know there's other family members involved along with his friends. Here, for instance, is them just simply blowing smog from their trucks. Once again, I think most of them are company trucks because I have video and photos that would suggest otherwise. But right now I really want to focus on Dakota. All I'm saying is if those are listening, maybe you should think about what your kid is doing. No, they don't give a fuck, but let me get this out. Bottom line, multiple shots of them blowing smog while Jenny's in the front yard and they're having a party on their front porch, laughing it up. Oh, but there's more. Going by on their quad bikes on the daily basis, calling out into our house where no one's outside trying to make a scene. We can't even sit on our front porch. Here's April 10th, 2021. We're sitting on our front porch when Dakota Chisholm can't keep his fucking mouth shut for 2 seconds. And has to yell something because he sees us sitting on the front porch minding our own damn business.
Yourself inbred! Go fuck yourself, inbred!
And I would like to claim that what my brother called him, an inbred, is only half right. Or more right, I don't know. Anyway, here's what happens a few days later. Here comes Dakota Chisholm sitting in the front of our house on his tractor that probably came from another one of their family's businesses. And he sits in front of our house.
What the fuck you want? What are you doing? You fucking bitch.
He sits there, and let me get it closer. He sits there.
Recording this.
Yeah, we're filming it because he's taking a piss in front of our house. Now you might go, Travis, how do you know he's taking a piss? He says it him fucking self. Here it comes. I was taking a piss looking at those 3 lots that we were planning to buy, that we are buying. Here we go.
You're just sitting here being a creep, dude. You're just stalking our house, trying to start trouble.
I'm going to let this audio play for a minute because we have tried, even though it's... What's the point?
You saw me standing there, and you saw me standing there, and you stopped.
You know, if I have to get a fucking lawyer, I will. You know? I've got enough fucking evidence, Bob. All I'm asking for you to do is be a fucking neighbor.
Leave us alone. How about that?
What is your problem? You got something up your ass, and I don't know what the fuck it is. Trump lost? Is that what your fucking butt hurt? Are you
go
because
fuck yourself.
Trump lost?
He then later comes back and parks in front of our house again the same fucking goddamn night. Oh, and you know what? It's not like the family doesn't know. The family does know. The family is known because we've called them numerous times telling them to get their fucking mutt off or put them on a leash. The one time they got mad, you want to see the one time they got mad? Let me show you that one time they got mad. The only fucking time they got mad because their dipshit Nazi white supremacist son of a bitch, Dakota Chisholm, plays this on his loudspeaker in the dead of night. I warn you, if you are sensitive to shit, including racism, you are not going to like what you are about to hear. This is not edited in any way. This is literally heard from our front porch. You read those lyrics right.
That's who he is. That's who he was taught.
Can't win if a white man stick with a blank hating me. Hey, Mr. President, what do you say when we whites are going to have our day? The blank had theirs such a long time. I'm white and it's time that I had mine. And here we go. You know it, because I show it. Stick your black head out and I'll blow it. And the NAACP can't win if the white man sticks with a blank hating me. It's trash. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that their Trump flags bother me and all this other bullshit, because to me this all started with a donkey. But when you're going to get technical, when your racism pours into the neighborhood like this, it's pretty fucking disgusting. Dakota Chisholm, by the way, blasting that out on the airwaves, and for more reasons than anybody would ever know. I would like to think the family would be somewhat disappointed in him. Now, I mentioned he got in trouble once, and boy, Dakota Chisholm, I hope you're fucking watching this, you fat son of a bitch. Here we go. One night, we see his daddy coming in. Hot. Very fucking hot. And we heard the words, "Get the fuck out of my house." Not his house. My house. That's very important to me. And I just want to play this one little clip. This one little clip that kind of gives me a little bit of solace, because I know what kind of person Dakota Chisholm is. Because he ain't all tough. He's a pussy.
Is he crying?
No, my God, no, no. No, 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 no. No, my God. I'm sorry.
No, he's not.
No. He's sorry. He's sorry for getting caught.
He's sorry for getting caught.
He's sorry for being racist out loud, at the bare minimum. See, he wasn't getting his ass kicked by his dad because he was affecting the livelihood of two elderly parents, a husband and wife, a kid trying to take care of his parents, and livestock. No. It's finally when he decided to be racist for the entire neighborhood to hear. And honestly, you can't really defend that. So guess what? He gets kicked out for a few weeks, and it was the most peaceful few weeks we've ever had. But unfortunately, it doesn't end there, because eventually they decide, you know what? He's learned his lesson. So what do?
Doing it again.
They start coming in front of the house and doing donuts or circles, whatever you want to call them. They're not quite donuts, but they're trying to inch. You know, how can we be annoying and being stupid without really, you know, doing anything worth a phone call for? And I would love to make note that, not in this in particular clip, but the few clips, the ATV clip, and there's a few of these clips, Dakota Chisholm has one pink shirt that he always wears. And I'm just saying, if you're going to commit bullshit all the time, why not change the shirt so at least you don't look like the same fucking idiot that keeps coming around? Anyway, I got days upon days upon days of them going and doing circles in front of our house. Which, by the way, there's that pink shirt. And you think, oh, that's all that's going to happen. No, then on July fucking 5th, he walks from his house to purposely light fucking fireworks in front of my house. And I want to lay that clear. My fucking house. And no, it hasn't stopped since July 5th. No. My wife can't even drive down the fucking road without this son of a bitch fucking making the most disgusting of fucking gestures to her every time she drives past. And she has had nothing to do with this shit. My brother can't go to fucking work without this fucking son of a bitch coming out and having to make a scene. Oh, is your family feeling better now that I'm done harassing them? Are you missing me and not being on your cameras? You fucking stupid son of a bitch. You're so obsessed with me, too. You thought my brother was me because what? Oh, I'm the one filming your ass? Oh, and if anybody in your family is really offended that after a year we're finally putting your fucking name and your footage online, let me tell you something, you dumb son of a bitch. Which, by the way, there's a reason why I keep calling you a dumb son of a bitch, because that's what got your butt hurt from the very beginning, and you started harassing my fucking family. Let me tell you something. Like, honestly, how fucking stupid can you be? But you're not the only one. I know it's not just you, but you're the one I'm soloing out. Because in the bottom line, we're all going to have to live on this fucking street, and I know damn well you don't have to. Because your ass, which, by the way, should I play that again? Because, boy, I really love this clip. This clip of you showing your true colors. You are a fucking crybaby son of a bitch. You have this fucking Facebook photo of you working on an oil field going, oh, this is where I go to school. School of hard knocks, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Your dad comes in one night and fucking beats your ass red and kicks you out of your own house, which I know that's not your fucking house. You can't... Oh, it's in his name. I don't give a shit. It's not his fucking house. No, I don't give a shit if you're a crybaby. I don't give a shit. What I give a shit about is my fucking family who have done nothing to you. We've done nothing to your fucking family, and you continue to be a stupid son of a bitch and won't let it go. You stalk my house in the middle of the night, you fucking harass my family, and you all fucking think this shit's funny. Well, let me tell you something. One of these days, it's going to come back and bite you in the ass, whether it be from us or someone else. The only reason why it hasn't come from us, apart from the police not doing shit here, is because in the long run, we're smart enough and we know we cannot fucking do shit without causing more. We don't want to fucking hurt your family. They keep to them fucking selves. I might have my opinions on your family, but they haven't done anything. You're the only stupid son of a bitch who keeps doing shit. And you're going to probably do it again and again and again. And guess what? We're filming. I'm only waiting for fucking the store manager up here to give me the footage. And if you think tonight's show is the only thing that's going to be it, no. I am going to make your ass viral, and everybody's going to know Dakota Chisholm as scum of South Texas. Now, granted, in your work field, most people probably like you, or the likes of you, but not everybody will. And honestly, if I can make just your fucking day just a little bit inconvenient, bet your ass I'm gonna do it. So, Dakota Chisholm. Fuck off. Fuck you. I would ask you to stop. But that's not gonna do a damn thing. You're gonna keep doing what you're doing. And I'm gonna have to keep worrying about my family who you followed, by the way. I haven't even gotten to the phone calls that we've learned from your family. I haven't got into the fucking text messages. I'm saying what I want. The text messages that we got showing that you followed my dad into town to a gas station trying to intimidate him. We got more than enough evidence, buddy, so you can keep fighting all you want. But we got you. And if anybody in your family is offended by what I got to say, it's been a fucking year. It's been a goddamn year since you started this shit, and you haven't got your mutt on a fucking leash. So now it's up to you. Do you want us to keep telling these stories? Because we got more. That's just the footage I have of Dakota Chisholm. And for the record, the reason why I'm taking over this is because when Dad takes over, he's got stories that I can't even touch on because I wasn't there, but I can definitely be here for this. And I don't want to go into those stories because, like I said, we all got to fucking live here. I'd rather not. I'd rather move my family out of here, and y'all can have your fucking nation of fucking idiots or whatever. I don't give a shit. Your reputation went to shit the moment you kept letting that kid fucking run his mouth. I'm going to give it to you, but I'm just going to say this. This is all I got to say, and I'm not touching base on this shit again, except for the video that I'm going to put out to try to viral on the internet, because mark my words, I'm fucking making it go viral. And I'm sure Doodad down the street's laughing, and you know what? You're smart enough not to really get directly involved, but it's not like we don't know you're fucking really antagonizing it. But to be fair, you can antagonize all you want. He's still an idiot for following what you say, and I know you know that. And you know who I'm talking to. Anyway, on that note, Dakota Chisholm, go fuck yourself. I really hope that if anybody did this to you and your family, you would be just as upset. But that would take character, and I know you damn well don't have that shit. So on that note, I'll let you have your mic back. I've had enough to say.
You know what character is? You know what integrity and character is? That is doing and saying things when nobody's looking. That's who you are. When you think nobody's looking and you do things and you say things, that's who you are. You can try to hide it in any other way. You can go back to your family or your friends and, oh, them libtards down there, they're talking bad about me, this or that. Or, I don't give a fuck.
You know
I
what,
really
to be
don't
clear,
give a fuck.
I got to take
We're
that back. That was
keeping this with
one.
Dakota Chisholm, because Dakota Chisholm is the one that keeps doing this shit. Keeps doing it. Just can't let it go. I live in his fucking mind, more or less. Travis lives in his mind because he's just obsessed with Travis. Guy's really got a problem, not just with Travis. Kid used to be skinny. Did you see that picture?
Yes, I did.
This boy discovered what beer was. Anyway, I don't want to do any other shows. I want to do my shows on the things that matter. This bullshit on this street will continue as long as you allow it to. As long as you keep doing shit, then I'm going to keep talking. And you know that the story is best left right here. Because if it goes farther, it gets nastier. I don't want to do that to your family. To get this straight, we don't want to hurt your family. You get this little prick under control and keep him the hell away from my family, or we'll sit down here and have more discussions. And we'll make more shit go viral. And if you don't think I have fucking evidence and proof all the way back from fucking, you know that... Years, baby. Years. It's what I fucking do. I want peace on the street. I want to be able to not fear that my donkey's in the fucking front yard. Who would fucking do that? An animal abuser. Fuck you. We want peace on our street. I don't care if you're Republican. I don't care if you put another 20 fucking Trump flags out in your front yard. Buy yourself 10 more Confederate flags and post them all over your fucking yard. I don't care. But you leave me and mine alone. You threatened my life. Don't think I won't protect it. Shit's gone on long enough. You claim you're patriots and freedom and all this. I got a freedom too. Freedom of speech. Freedom of political persuasion. Freedom to be in my fucking front yard. Freedom from terrorism. Freedom from racist assholes. That's the freedoms I want. I wish well for my fellow man every damn day. I rely on a society that is accepting to all people who aren't running around hating this guy or that guy or this woman, that woman. You're black, you're gay, you're whatever the fuck you want to climb up your ass. You're a homophobic. You're a racist. You can go sell all your good qualities to all the fucking people you know who think you're a nice kid. Kid my ass. The only thing we ask for on this fucking street is peace. If you don't give it to us, then I guess we continue on with this shit, and it'll get worse. To put him on a fucking leash. Or at least try to teach him some fucking respect. Try to prove there's some kind of fucking dignity in this shit. 3 against 1, though, I guess, huh? Yeah, well, this one ain't moving. Well, we didn't mean for it to go this way. We didn't want this episode to turn into my neighbor is a jackass, but it did. And my son has his voice, and I back everything he says. I'm proud of him for saying it. I'm proud of who my son is. Guess what? My son's not a racist. My son doesn't terrorize people. He doesn't try to harm animals. He doesn't do any of that shit because I raised him to be a respectable human being. No, you won't see my kids terrorizing anybody. But you will see them stand up and do the right thing with the truth and nothing but the truth. Because sometimes the truth hurts. But suck it up, cupcake. You've hurt my family enough. So yeah, look to see how many fucking thumbs down you see in this fucking video. That's who they are. Because they don't miss a show, baby. What I had 4 the other day. 4 thumbs down. Maybe they can rattle up another few. How about get your cousins? How about you get your cousins to tune in to tonight's show? Let your cousins see the video. I mean, the song you were playing so loudly. I'm sure they'd be very proud of you. Integrity, baby. It's what you do and say when nobody's looking. And you showed us yours. I'm more proud of my kids.
If anything ever happens to any of us, if anything happens to my brother, if anything happens to my wife who's had to endure this shit, my mom who's had to endure this shit, my mom is tired of worrying about her son. You can go ahead and take care of that. I'm going to end the show.
All right, go ahead and end the show.
You got it. I'm pissed beyond all belief because it's had to last this long. I have grown very tired because I worry about my family's health. I'm not scared of Dakota Chisholm. I'm scared of what others will do for good reason. They know why. They do know why. Is Dakota Chisholm capable of hurting me or anybody? Sure, he is. He is. I'd like to think he ain't that stupid. But after a year of his obsession, I can't take that for granted. So if any of the family is watching, I'm going to ask one more time, from the bottom of my heart, please, for the love of God, Get him to stop. You have the ability. We all saw it that night. That is in his house, and he's going to keep making a mockery of our street. We are not the only ones tired of his shit. Y'all have gotten complaints from other neighbors for other miscellaneous things that he has done. He is bad news, and he won't fucking stop. And if you ask me, he needs fucking professional help. You can keep flying your Confederate flags. You can keep flying your Trump flags. I don't give a shit. I really don't. I never have. But if I can't fucking walk out my door, if my wife can't walk out her door without him gesturing some of the most disgusting and foul shit by yelling, "Fuck you, goddamn John Bridevo." If my brother can't fucking work in peace without him being a fucking dick, we got some major problems. And if I were y'all, that doesn't make the Chisholm fucking family name look any better, does it? So on that note, I'm done. Do you have anything you want to add?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm back in the room. Wait. I'm sorry. I got called by my... I got called by my dog. And I love her. Anyway, I missed whatever he said, so whatever he said, yeah, whatever he said. Anyway, thank you all for being here, being a part of this family. Thank you for being a part of this society, being involved in everything that we've talked about tonight that we didn't intend to. Be a good citizen. Be a good neighbor. Nobody is born a good citizen. Nobody. You're raised a good citizen. You're raised to be a decent neighbor. You're raised that way. And I believe all of us are. Because I can't imagine any one of you, treating people the way this guy does. I'm sorry. Anyway, thank you for being a part of this. Oh, wait. Holy shit, where's my banger? I got to call out. Lady Freedom rocks, and indeed she does, donated $20 and said, "John, remember, you have a large extended family. One of us has a big problem. We all have a problem." Lady Freedom rocks. A barbecue has been discussed by us. Anyway, well, wait down the road. Catman56, Keith, what are you doing? Brother came in with $25 and said, "I am so proud of you all." Thank you, Keith and Semper Fi, my friend. Keith and I speak the same language. When I say Semper Fi to him, he knows what that means. And when I say Semper Fortis, he knows what I mean. It's what we dedicated and gave an oath to. Not for self, for country. So get vaccinated for your country and stand up for it, and stand up for your fellow American, your fellow citizens. That's the job that we have to do. And we have to keep doing it and stand up proud and get your ass to the polling places come 22, come next year, en masse, because the Republicans are going to try to stop you any way they can. And if we can't pass the laws to stop them, then we must show up en masse. We must prove that no matter what barrier they put there, that the American people will vote. And when they do vote, we end up with the right people at the helm, like we did this time. Anyway, I love you all, and thank you for being here. Y'all say goodnight to everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Night.